Hey guys, Fire here, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out sCATch 2 the Painter Cat. This game is currently available in the Xbox Store for a price starting at $5 and is on sale, so you can save a little bit of money right now at the time of recording this. It's developed and published by Colossus Game Studios, and it's a puzzle-style game that's pretty basic and simplistic. The way the game works is you'll play across 40 different levels, and the goal of the game is to paint all the walls the same color paint that is in the level. So here's how the game kind of works. You move this cat around here, you have X amount of turns, and if in those X amount of turns, if you don't successfully paint the walls the colors that you need to, you will fail the level. And the game doesn't really tell you what to do outside of just teaching you how to paint the walls the way the game wants. Now, when you are playing through the game, if you do fail a level, the downside is the game doesn't tell you what you did to fail said level, so you have to do a lot of time kind of just trial and erroring until you figure out what you did to A, fail the level, and B, pass the level. Overall, the controls, again, very basic, and there really isn't many controls that exist to the game. You can either use your analog stick or the D-pad to move your character around the map, and as you paint all the levels, you just collect them and try to map out exactly what you need for that said level. Now, you're going to have a little bit of frustration as you get a little later on the game, as there's going to be instances where, because of how the game's graphics overlay things, it's going to look like a certain level might have needed to be painted one way, but in fact, the color just kind of deceives you a bit, and it actually needed to be painted an entirely different way. And for me, that's something that gets really frustrating in the game, just with how many of the paint schemes are pretty much identical to the others, to the point where it gets very difficult to play the game and get the right colors in the right proportion spots. As you can see here, some of these levels can already be a little challenging early on, but as you get to some of the farther in levels within the game, they get pretty crazy with different pathing patterns and things that might auto push you through sections that you're gonna really struggle to figure out how to navigate everywhere, when the game doesn't do the greatest job in the world at telling you how to complete the sections outside of just having to best guess the walls and colors on the paint. And for me, like, the difficulty and clarity, and especially if you're on like a smaller screen, it's going to be really challenging to play this game at times. And even the lack of, if you play the game and come back and have forgotten something, the game doesn't have any real like informational sections like how to play or anything. There's a very basic control section here. You can't really remap anything, and then that's about it. It's for 40 levels of a puzzle game that's honestly, it's challenging but can be more frustrating than rewarding at times. And for me, I don't know if I can really want to recommend sCATch 2 the Painter Cat. It's a good puzzle game if you like challenging puzzle games, but if you struggle with puzzle games, I would probably recommend passing on this one. It's a good challenge, but it's not a beginner-friendly game by any means. Outside of that, guys, that's my thoughts on sCATch 2 the Painter Cat. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? And I hope to see you again soon.